Damn. We suffered an internet blackout there for a moment, but now we are back here with the guys. Haven't been able to follow properly with this qualifying, but it's Dominic Charles there in the lead with a 1:48.821. Oswin Wilson surprisingly here, not that fast throughout the I'm going to just give you guys an opportunity here to get back into this one. But Oswin Wilson, let me just finish off what I was saying. Ozzy not been able to get good practice in here. He's back in the pits actually throughout the week, but he does manage to put himself second fastest up there. And John Green managing third best here in qualifying. Just under 2 minutes to go. Mr. Brilliant, if you can give me a like and share there quickly. Let others know we're back online. We just suffered an internet blackout. John Green comes across the line. He does go faster in the final sector.
Go ahead.
But Calvin and Roper, they're getting the go-ahead from Dominic Charles. Looking back, Kurt Moss in fourth position right now. Under 1 minute left there on the clock. Nathan Bryan bringing up that car to fifth position. Good job by him. Then Calvin and Roper does manage that sixth position here. Ooh. Car handling those curbs there quite well. Stephen Martin, the New Zealander, has brought his car up into seventh position here. Good job by him so far. Martin Webster in eighth position is back in pits. Machine Wallace here in ninth position. And to close off the points is Tavar Clark. Behind him, we've got Donna Mar Scott in 11th position, followed by Joshua Brady here, who's on sector best times here, coming around turn 9. We're going to stick with Joshua Brady as he completes this flyer here. That's it. Qualifying is over. Christian Rajnok managing to put that car now up into seventh position. Good job by him as Joshua Brady comes across the line here. What will be his time? It's a 1:52.375. Puts him up into 12th position here. Good run by him there. That's his final lap, I suppose. As we look down the order as well, Stephen Pummels has not been able to get a lap in there, as well as Derek Rudder, not a substantial lap. But as soon as I said that, Stephen Pummels over the line with a 1:50.744 to take sixth position now from Kelvin Roper. But yeah, looking back down the line, Sebastian Palm is one of those guys there who's not been able to put down a fast one, as well as Jaden Harrison, Derek Rudder, and Javon Parry. So that's it for qualifying. Stephen Pummels will lose the rear end here, going into turn 5 on the outer loop. Looking back now, or ahead I should say, it's Kelvin and Roper heading into turn 7. Or the toe I should say. This is turn 8, the heel, and he's got to watch it. Joshua Brady there having some issues. Kill just managing to go straight on here, but he does run wide there out of turn 10, or I believe 11 it is. Yeah, we did suffer that internet blackout, and I can see some of the guys here are back with us. Just let me know if you can hear me clearly there in chat land.
Loud and clear.
Thank you. Let me see how many laps I can get before the yard gets busy.
That's it for qualifying, guys. We go racing next. Just remember, you need to change your tires, and I can see if you change them or not. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Getting that confirmation there that
Stefan,
you can hear me.
We have to change to the. Well, I mean, the only other tire is the wet tire. So is that the one we're supposed to change to, or we can just change on to?
No. Change back to your soft tires. You just need to make a tire change under your mandatory pit stop.
Okay, got it.
Stefan, is this a rolling start or a standing start?
Rolling start, rolling start.
It's a rolling start.
All right, good. So that's it.
Stefan's gonna get on the
Yo, yeah, link up this start part.
Yeah, Stefan's gonna be on the mic, right? So he's gonna say when it's time to go. So we all will go around and follow the cars in front of us and keep the speed at 50 kilometers. And on the front straights, you have to wait until Stefan says go.
Do that. John, single file or double file?
I'm not sure Stefan made that clear in the...
Yes, double file.
Thank you.
Guys, just try to remember who's in front of you when you land it on the road.
All right, Dominic Charles comes across the line there with a 148.669. Followed closely behind is Oswin Wilson. 149.441.
Help each other out. Am I still?
So here we go now on the grid, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, my man, you know we all hearing you here, right?
Yeah, man. But it's I realize that.
Yeah, step up your thing to push the talk if you can.
Let me get the drone cam here into position, guys.
Log on to your stream.
We suffered an internet blackout, so you're gonna have to reload from the one that I just posted there. It's a different link. It's going to be a different link. Yes, RB 200 HP.
Finally, daylight.
Every Sunday we will have a race.
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long.
Yeah, I can't make out at night. It's tough.
Someone just left the server. Oh, okay. Just remember, guys, don't go racing at the end of the lights. Do not go racing at the end of the lights. Double file around this track one time, and once I'm satisfied with your order, I will give the go. Green light, green light, green light.
Who's in front of you, behind you, and beside you, if you can.
Martin.
Yeah, buddy.
I go in with you now. So anywhere you go, I go in, you know. We're going up the front.
10 seconds, guys, 10 seconds.
I had to restart my PC because my VR started bugging, so I'm gonna just start from the back if that's possible.
If you can make it back in time. All right, guys, remember, do not pass anyone here. Remain in your zone. I can see someone crawling up the middle of the pack. That is not allowed. Get back in line, please. Donmar Scott, you need to get back in your line, please. All right, here we are now for the rolling start, ladies and gentlemen. It's none other than Dominic Charles there at the head of the field. Alongside him is Oswin Wilson. Then we've got John Green, and alongside him is Kurt Moss. Cale Vaden Roper has got Nathan Bryan there next to him. Stephen Pummels actually has Christian Rajnot next to him. Stephen Martin has got I think it's Martin Webster next to him. Mission Wallace has got Tavar Clark next to him. And Donmar Scott has got, I think it's Jaden Harrison actually next to him. And let's try to get a better angle here. Coming around the line now. Lone Trinidadian here at the head of the field, ladies and gentlemen, and he's got a Guyanese next to him for company. This is a big one, guys, and I believe the championship to follow with these exact cars is going to be huge.
Safety car light just went green.
Yeah, ignore that, ignore that. I will allow for one more so that Joshua Brady can catch back up with the pack. Joshua, get around quickly as possible, please. We're gonna go for one more. Keep those tires warm. Remember that horn is not allowed during the race, so you must quit it now. Keep those tires warm, keep those tires warm. We're going for one more here.
Hey, what was that?
Shouting over the comms is not allowed. That shouting over the comms is not allowed. If you have a problem, report it to the stewards after the race. And we're just waiting for Joshua Brady here. He suffered an issue there with his computer, so we're allowing him to catch up back with the pack now. And we do have time to go racing here at Watkins Glen. Brady is with you guys. Brady is with you guys. We will go racing at the end of this lap. Martin.
Somebody teleported next to me.
We got beside Martin, Stephen Martin.
All right, I'm watching them.
Steve Martin teleporting.
Copy, I got it, I got it. Alright, Steven, we're gonna have to ask you to pull out of this race here. You have internet connection issues. Okay, the server did that on its own actually, so he's out of this one. Alright, get ready guys, we're about to go racing. No more swerving, no more swerving. You're now under the starter's orders. Remain in line, remain in line.
You bumping me, man.
Green light, go, 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 go. And now they're off, ladies and gentlemen. We get a short run down into turn one. Dominic Charles does get a go-ahead here. Passes down the line into turn one. They go. So far, so clean, ladies and gentlemen. No incidents to report just yet. Looking up above, though, from the helicam, you can see someone going out there losing positions. I think it was, who's in the pink car? Not sure. I think it's Mishin Wallace. Or Martin Webster? No, it's Tavar Clark there in the pink car that lost some time. But Oswin Wilson right here giving a run for the money, as well as John Green into the inner loop. They go, but he's got to back off. Now up under pressure is Oswin Wilson there from John Green. But this is a huge one here now. Many cars on track. He's got to worry now about John Green as Charles gets to go away. Tavar Clark, no, sorry, that's Kurt Moss there as well, having a look on the inside of John Green. Let's take you back to a closer set of cams here. So Oswin under huge pressure now from John Green. And Kurt Moss very close behind as well. Looking down the lines, a lot of guys that are still close together as well. The pack very much still intact here at Watkins Glen. Complete lap one now of the actual race, ladies and gentlemen. We can see Oswin under a huge amount of pressure there, running wide at that turn. Now John Green is going to have an opportunity here to get a good run on him down the front straightaway. Right now with John Green. Oh, but Oswin has made up that time. It's Sebastian Palmer with an issue here. And he's been placed all the way back into 14th. We can see it further down the line. Derek Rudder as well, having some issues there with Jaden Harrison. Mishin Wallace goes ahead of Joshua Brady into turn one. Ooh, someone, I think it's Tavar Clark touching there, and he's going to have to be dissected by Joshua Brady. And Mishin Wallace, now Tavar Clark all the way back into 12th position here, but not losing a lot of time there. Oh, he actually lost a lot of time, I should say. And he's going to have another shot here up into the points on the inside of Stephen Pommels, but he's not. Pit window is now open actually, but he's not getting a good chance here, Tavar Clark, to get back out of it. Sorry to see you go, Stephen Martin, there in the chat of YouTube. And maybe if you can get it sorted, we can definitely have you here in the championship next weekend. But Tavar Clark is fighting, trying to fight back here to get back up. But it's Joshua Brady's going to lose that position there to Stephen Pommels. Pommels goes up into the points now. Points don't matter in this race, I should say. But he's got another chance here, Joshua Brady. Down the straightaway, he does make that pass there. Oswin Wilson still under pressure from John Green. Making a cutting mistake. Tavar Clark on the inside of Joshua Brady. Tavar Clark does make that pass stick on Stephen Pommels. Yes, he does. Was 3 wide into that turn a moment ago. Oh, we missed that one there with the camera position. Come across the line. It's neck and neck. Oswin Wilson with John Green into turn 1. John Green not getting by that time, but now he's got Kurt Moss to worry about. Coming up in 4th position here. Not sure why Martin Webster's being shown that he's ahead of everyone else, but that's definitely incorrect. Machine Wallace now changes position here with Tavar Clark finally getting back up into position. He's got Joshua Brady ahead of him as well. Looking back up the field now. Kurt Moss trying desperately here to get by as Oswin Wilson with more issues here. Way down into 4th position now. Nathan Brady and Kilvain Roper has the Guyanese now in his sights. But looking back, it's no Nathan Bryan on the inside of Kilvain Roper. Huge accident here. But they do get going again here, Kale and Nathan Bryan. Kale having the shorter end of that stick, now all the way back into 10th position. John Green does get by here in it to 2nd position. Oswin Wilson does make it back into 3rd there from the fight with Kurt Moss after having that issue. And the leaders here are separating themselves. Actually, Dominic Charles is gone. He's out of there. He's 5 seconds ahead of these guys. So we've got multiple packs here forming in the 32nd minute mark here of the race. John Green leading the 2nd pack here of 3. Himself, Oswin Wilson, and Kurt Moss very closely together here. Nathan Bryan is leading the 2nd charge, I should say. Yes, he's ahead of Christian Rajnath here. So he got out of 6th position, I should say, and is now into 5th position. Martin Webster there bringing up the field there in the 3rd group. Joshua Brady leading the 2nd one here. He's got Tavar Clark not that far away. And then Donmar Scott here has got Kilvain Roper and Machine Wallace to worry about. Kilvain Roper and Machine Wallace here having a little altercation. Down turn 4 into the S's. Oh, and Nathan Bryan suffers again, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to watch how he comes back on track here. And he's been placed all the way back into 16th position here, Nathan Bryan. What will he do? Will he take an early pit stop now? We know him to do that and to run the undercut really hard. But he's some 35 seconds away from the leaders of this race. What will he do? Nathan Bryan, Javan Parry, not having a lot of practice here at Watkins Glen, brings up the rear of this field. Looking ahead though, it's Dominic Charles here who completes yet another lap here at the 30-minute mark, some 20 seconds away off that mark. And it's going to enter his 6th lap here, 149.5 there from Dominic Charles. What is John Green going to come across the line? It's a 158.93 there from John Green. You can see the pace of Dominic Charles against them. Here, and it's Oswin Wilson. He's going to lose the rear end. No! He's out of that race now. And he's going to watch that he doesn't hurt the tires here, getting back and also getting back on track as well. as he rejoins Martin Webster and Christian Rajnath, who are having a fight of their own. Martin Webster now on the inside of Christian Rajnath into turn 3. They go. It's going to be a drag race now down to turn 4. The SS Christian being forced there onto the grass there by Martin Webster, and he's going to be seated. He's going to have to concede here. He touches Martin just a bit, who runs on very wide here through the S's. But he does get back on track there. Christian Rajnath now under pressure from Oswin Wilson. Joshua Brady's going to see this happening ahead of him as well. On the inside, Oswin Wilson is having a look. Oh, he comes in contact there with Christian Rajnath, and Christian almost losing it here, but is now going to become susceptible there under attack from Joshua Brady, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got another change of position there. It's Kelvin Europa with an issue, actually. And he's going to be back into 14th position. I think he lost about 4 positions there. As we look back ahead, where is Joshua Brady and Christian Rajnath? Squash that. Oswin Wilson is taking a fight to Martin Webster. Very old rivals here at CSRO. We ride now with Oswin Wilson. Covering his lines there, Martin Webster into turn 1. I can just imagine Martin Webster now. Look at the gain on Martin. He's got a good one here. Derek Rudderman given a stop-go penalty there for speeding in the pit lane. It's about 112 kilometers into the pit lane. But look at it. Oh, what is going to happen? What's going to happen here? I think Martin Webster loses out big time there to Oswin Wilson heading into that turn. Huge incident there. I know Martin's definitely not going to like that. He's back in 8th position now. It's a weird corner heading in there. It goes from an inside line to an outside line very quickly through those chicanes. But Oswin Wilson comes out on top here from that battle. As we look down the field, it's Sebastian Palmer here versus Jaden Harrison. We've got a line of cars here, actually. Kelvin and Roper bringing up the rear there. And we've got Jaden Harrison here losing bases here with, oh, but it's Kale actually that's closer to Sebastian Palmer. I'm looking at this time chart here. Oh, Sebastian running it wild. Gonna give Caden a good run here for that position. Into the penultimate turn they go. He's got a seat there, Kale, into turn 11. And Kale's actually going to bring it into pit lane. Going to take his pit stop now. So Palmer gets to go ahead. Looking back down the field here, Nathan Bryan's going to come back over. Cleo Vaden Roper there to claim 14th position. Nathan Bryan suffering, you saw from that incident, multiple incidents actually. As we start back the top of the field, it's Dominic Charles who's managed to put 8 seconds between himself and John Green now. The Trinidadian is running away with this race. Joshua Brady having some issues here. Martin Webster's going to reclaim that position. Don Mara Scott is going to get past him as well. So now Joshua Brady back into 9th position. Martin Webster here, 7th position. He's got a lot of work to catch back up to the top 5 here now, as he's some 5 seconds away from Tavar Clark, who's managed to put his car back up into the mid-pack here, or I should say ahead of the mid-pack in 6th position. Good run by him. Mind you, he's not even on his sim rig at the moment. He's on a controller, Tavar Clark. John Green now with a 149.8. And he's some 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds away from Dominic Charles. He's going to be thinking about the pit stops here, as they've got just about 40 minutes, 20 seconds left to do that pit stop. It's a mandatory pit stop where they need to change their tires. Tavar Clark in pit lane now. As I'm speaking on that, let's see how long a pit stop here is as we stick with Tavar Clark. You can see the pit lane time there at your top of your screen. It is counting away now at 20 seconds. Oh, he overshot his pit box there. Tavar Clark had to put it in reverse and get back in. He's going to lose some more time here. Tavar Clark in pit lane. I think Machine Wallace as well is here. No, he's got an issue actually, Machine Wallace. Right, there he goes now, comes across the line. It's about 51.4 seconds to pit there. Sebastian Palmer now in the pit lane, but we do have to take into account that Tavar did overshoot his pit box. Sebastian Palmer making sure he does not do the same mistake here. So let's see what a realistic time in the pit lane would be. As we've got guys here wanting to overcut the rest of the field, or I should say undercut actually, to get back up into a standing position. Sebastian Palmer gets out, and we can see that Tavar Clark lost about 2 seconds there. Oh, he's got to watch he doesn't cross the line. He's going to get a penalty if he does that, but Sebastian does get back on track here. Ahead of the leaders, he's now 1 lap down. You can see John Green is the person behind him. But who's going to be the first of the leaders to enter pit lane? Dominic Charles here has a commanding lead over the rest of the field here with an 8, almost 9 second lead. I think it's Christian Rajnath, yes, along with Derek Rudder. They're in pit lane. Let's see where Christian is going to come out here. Pit lane. He went into pit lane there at around I think it was 5th position. Ooh, Nathan Brady entering pit lane once again for speeding. 120 kilometers per hour on that clock, so he's going to be given a 10-second stop-go penalty. Derek Rudder does get ahead of Christian Rajnath here in the pit stops. Oh no, he does not actually. So it's an invalid stop-go penalty there from Derek Rudder. I saw him go for his pit stop instead. So he's definitely got to do that one again. I think it's Jaden Harrison having an issue there. Yes, he does. I think he overshoots the S's there. So Machine Wallace does get back, I should say. Retains his lead, his position here over Jaden Harrison. And looking back here now, Kurt Moss has got Sebastian Palmer ahead of him. He's going to be showing blue flags there. Sebastian Palmer is going to want to stay out of the way here as countryman. Oh, he does manage to stay out of the way. Kurt Moss does get going again. But like I'm saying, the leaders here are got to start thinking about their pit strategies here and how it comes into place. Nathan Bryan again with an issue here. Got to start thinking now that Nathan Bryan has damage to his car as well as tires. And we've got to consider that here for Nathan Bryan as the sun is setting here at Watkins Glen. It's now about 6:50 in the evening. Looking back up the field, Joshua Brady here versus Martin Webster. into the same, it's the same incident here, but they do manage. You can see what happened. It's a totally different ball game here compared to Martin Webster now being on the inside line, or I should say the outside into the inside line there, as was with him and Oswin Wilson. But Joshua Brady is going to wholesomely come out on top. Is he? He's leaving room here, competition room for Martin Webster. As you can see, the lights now are on these Porsches. He's still ahead though, Joshua Brady, holding on to 5th position. Pit lane is Nathan Bryan, finally take that pit stop, as well as Derek Rudder now back in pit lane to take his top goal. Martin Webster is going to have another go here. Joshua Brady anytime soon. Oh, and it's Dominic Charles who takes the first gander at the pit stop there. Nathan Bryan taking his 10-stop goal penalty. So Dominic Charles, where is he going to come out? Let's see what the time is going to be actually for Dominic as he gets out of pit lane. So Sebastian, Stephen Pommel's going to get ahead of Martin Webster. As Martin Webster head back into the pit lane there. Oh, we just missed Dominic Charles's pit exit, did we? He did get going at the 39-second mark. And I think he's going to get out of there at around 47.1. That was his pit stop time. Martin Webster now in pit lane as well. So we're going to have to watch and see what John Green does here. There's about 8 minutes left before the close of pit lane. And Kurt Moss as well, who's about 5 seconds away. You can see he's got Joshua Brady separating the two. It's actually Nathan Bryan who separates the two. So Dominic Charles there taking the first gander as the leader of this race. And he comes back out in 4th position here. He's 19 seconds away. Javon Parry been given a drive-through penalty there and in pit lane at 90 kilometers per hour. As Joshua Brady suffers some more incidents here. Dunmar Scott's going to come across him as well. Now we've got to watch for, I think it's Oswin Wilson. Yes, Oswin Wilson heads into pit lane. Let's see how long he'll take to complete that pit stop. We also have Nathan Bryan and Derek Rudder. Derek Rudder once again back in the pits. Oh, he's definitely back there again for a stop-go penalty. He has taken it this time around. Having some issues there with it. Oswin Wilson exit pits lane here. He does a 46.6. So he does a faster pit stop there over Dominic Charles. When he gets across the line there, Oswin Wilson. Doesn't seem that he has a crossing penalty. No, he does not. So he gets away with that one there. Joshua Brady now in pit lane here from, I think it was, oh, he did suffer an incident though. So he's in pit lane now in 13th. John Green still to take a pit stop here. So let's take a look here at the progress. You can see Oswin Wilson losing that 5th position. John Green now heads into pit lane, guys. And Kurt Moss follows him right behind. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to exit pit lane first? Oh, John Green overshooting his pit box there. Had to reverse. So he's going to lose some time here. I think we're going to see Kurt Moss head out ahead of him. Here's Kurt Moss. His pit box is right ahead. We'll see who gets moving first. Dominic Charles reclaims the lead of this race. John Green gets going again, as does Kurt Moss here. And we've got Stephen Pommels. No, it's Sebastian Pommels still to pit. He's up now into second. Sorry, that's Stephen Pommels. Sebastian Palmer is right behind him. Still to pit is Jaden Harrison and Donmar Scott, as well as Michelle Wallace. Just report to me. So Kurt Moss is reporting.
Straight through my car a while.
Thank you. So we're looking now at reports of Javon Parry lagging. So we have to take a look into this as well. Just have got about 3 minutes here left on the clock for the pit lane. And it doesn't seem as though he's still lagging here, Javon Parry. He's entering pit lane now, as a matter of fact. Dominic Charles there in first position has now opened up a 10-second lead, but you can see the lights are on here at Watkins Glen. It's a different ball game now as we head on the darkness. Michelle Wallace as well in the pit lane there from 6th position. Jaden Harrison as well. Stephen Pommel still to pit here. Just to confirm, let's see the pit stops. Yes, he is still to pit, as well as Donmar Scott here. And Javon Parry has taken his drive-through penalty. So Donmar Scott here in 5th position, still to pit as well. But man, oh man, what a race it has come down to. Oswin Wilson has another issue there. You can hear him briefly over the comms there. And Sebastian Palmer giving up this fight here mid-race. That's what you get for lack of preparation. I think he's frustrated. Either that or he's had an internet issue. But he's out there from 15th position. Oswin Wilson with another issue, as we were saying here. Manages to go. Sebastian reporting that he's got issues with his monitor. Stephen Pommels finally enters pit lane here. I think he had an issue there. That's the person that might have had an issue there with Oswin Wilson. But we're going to look. Oh no, Stephen Pommels overshoots his pit lane. Pit box, I should say. And he's definitely going to lose some time here to the mid-pack. See how long it takes him to go Christian Rajnath as well. Oswin Wilson is back in pit lane here now. Stephen Pommels gets going again. It's going to be 51.7 there on the clock. Martin Webster gets by. Oswin Wilson suffering enormously in this race, ladies and gentlemen. He's now in 10th position. Looking ahead of the field, Dominic Charles, though, with a commanding 16.2 seconds ahead of John Green here. Donmar Scott pits from 4th position. Derek Rudder again in pit lane. And he's past there.
Was just about.
Sorry, man, you ran out of time. You ran out of time. Donmar Scott there complaining of being disqualified. He said he was just about to pit, but he cut it way too close there. He's losing positions. You can see him now all the way back in 9th position, but I'm sorry, that's the end of your race there, Donmar Scott. As we look back up the field, it's Christian Rajnath who's managed to get up into 4th position here. And you can see them almost tippy-toeing here around Watkins Glen as they've got about 8 minutes left to go on the clock. Oswin Wilson does get back up into the points here in 10th position. As we can see, Donmar Scott lose positions here as he has been disqualified. Following the leader around here. I want to get a shot of what the car looks like from start line. And here it comes. So we're going to ride along with Dominic Charles here as he goes around 1 lap of Watkins Glen under the lights. That was a lap there of Watkins Glen under the lights. Dominic Charles has had a commanding lead in this race from the get-go. I do not believe I ever saw him losing time there to the leaders at any point in time. You can see a beautiful heli shot here now of the Trinidadian going around here. He's completed 19 laps at Watkins Glen. And speaking about that, we're now into crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. 5-minute mark there. on the clock. We're now into crunch time. They got 5 minutes left in this race, ladies and gentlemen. And we're just going to take a look, see here who has managed. Oh, look at this. How did I miss this? Kurt Moss is directly there with John Green. Oh, I must report though that we did lose Stephen Pommels in this race. Sorry to see that. Not sure what had happened there. But we can see now Kurt Moss is definitely taking this fight to John Green here, as they've got 4 minutes left on the clock. Let's take a look and see what that looks like from the inside. Look at him. He's having a look in the inside line there on John Green. Just letting him in. No, he's there, but he almost runs it wide, and he's going to lose some time here, Kurt Moss. To John Green now as they run down the front straightaway. John Green having to correct that oversteer there. But it's on now for second position, I should say. And Stephen Pommel's reporting there in the YouTube chat that he had a system crash. Sorry about that, man. But Kurt Moss here making some ample moves here on the Guyanese, as they fight now for second position. Oswin Wilson makes a move there on Cale Vaden Roper. I want to look just for a moment here, but Kurt Moss some 2/10 away. Maybe he'll get a good exit here, as they head down into the penultimate turn of this race. Is he going to get a good run here? No, he's actually lost some time. So John Green proven to be much stronger there. And Oswin Wilson will lose that position to Cale Vaden Roper. Roper almost taking himself out there. Well, he took himself out, but he almost took Oswin. Now he's going to watch how he has to reverse there, as he doesn't want to come into line of traffic. He does get going again there though. But Oswin now up into 8th position. Martin and Webster holds on to that 5th position after coming together with Oswin and Wilson too in their altercation there into the S's, I believe it was. Christian Rajna, a lonely 4th position here, some 39 seconds away from Kurt Moss, and Martin and Webster with 7 seconds away from him. Excuse me. Holding on to 4th position.
Fight is over, Christian.
And that's it indeed. It's about half a minute left on the clock. Come on, guys. That guys are racing. And Kurt Moss here has got just about enough time. Where's the leader? The leader is currently on a lap. So as the time expires here, he actually begun another lap. So as the time expires here, it's going to be that lap alone that he is on for the completion of this race. 3, 2, 1, That's it. The race is over. The leader is on the final lap. So when Dominic Charles comes across the line here, that's it. Kurt Moss, though, is going to know that. And he's got to put everything out of the bag here to take this fight to John Green. Everyone has managed to take in a pit stop. And Kurt Moss here is gaining down the straightaway. We got a back marker there ahead of John Green. And we're going to hope that he stays out of the way here. It's Jaden Harrison. Kurt Moss is going to see this as well and want to take a huge glander at it. John Green is backing him up here through turn 6. Jaden Harrison, I think he's on the inside there of John Green. John Green being backed up there immensely.
Jaden, you need to give way, bro.
He's going to give way now. Kurt's calling out for it. Kurt now way too far away here now. And he's going to come in between himself and John Green. Come on, Jaden Harrison. Blue flags, blue flags. And that's it.
Man, y'all need to learn how to race, man.
Unfortunately, that's it. That's it there.
I'm not getting the blue flag.
You don't need to get a blue flag. You know you're being lapped by the,
all right, guys. All right.
leaders, man.
What the hell?
Never know, my bad.
And we will not know what would have happened there at the end for a second position. Other guys are racing. Let's keep the comms clear, guys. Come on. Martin Webster there calling it quits there against Christian Reginald. You heard in an earlier radio message. Michelle Wallace, 2 seconds away from Oswin Wilson, is not going to get an opportunity to fight back for that position. And as you can see, the relatives going down the line there with some guys still in pit lane. But it's Dominic Charles there. Dominic Charles, John Green, Kurt Moss. Just bring that car to the start finish line for me, please. If you're already in the pits, no problem. As the other rest of guys comes across the line. Let's talk about Dominic Charles there winning this race, ladies and gentlemen, followed by John Green here, as well as Kurt Moss. Christian Rajnath holding on to that 4th position. Well done by him, as well as Martin Webster coming in 5th position after having that altercation with Oswin Wilson. It's Tavar Clark who's going to bring home 6th position, followed by Oswin Wilson here in 7th. Michelle Wallace is going to come in 8th position. You can see how far he was from Oswin Wilson. Cale Villanropa, he's got, is that Jaden Harrison? No, it's not. He's got someone behind him, but Cale Villanropa is going to bring in 9th position here, and Jaden Harrison is going to bring in 10th. Yeah. Followed by Nathan Bryan. Huge issues here throughout the race here, followed by Javon Parry, Stephen Pommel, Donmar Scott, Sebastian Palmer, Joshua Brady, Derek Rudder, and we lost Stephen Martin at the beginning of this race.
I know they drive with passion.
Hey, Martin, you're lucky, bro. See, like, yeah, good job, though. Good racing. You hold your line. I really love that.
All right, ladies and all right, guys.
Oh, y'all fast. Y'all are really fast on that straight. I was just getting eaten up on the straight.
All right, guys, we're gonna conduct the interviews now, and we're gonna start with Kurt Moss. Kurt, we saw you there in the fight for 2nd position, but unfortunately you come against some blue flags there from Jaden Harrison. I'm very sorry to see that. We're going to have to investigate that further, but this race here, a very well managed one by you to actually bring that fight down to the end as well. Talk us through that one, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent race for the most part. made a couple of minor mistakes at the beginning, but I kind of pulled it together and just try to keep a steady pace. I wasn't trying to push too hard and make any more mistakes. So, just keeping it on track, kind of, that's what did the trick for me today.
Most definitely, man. And it seems as though you did do a tire change, right? It seems as though the tires came back on quite smoothly for you too after that pit stop.
Yeah, the pit stop was pretty straightforward. So, yeah, actually did yes, I did the tires change. So, but that's a straightforward thing. So that's nothing to worry about.
Most definitely. And then we head to John Greed. A moment there, I thought you probably would have managed an undercut to Dominic Charles. We saw you dive in well, it's an overcut actually, in it. And we saw you dive in the pit lane, but Kurt Moss was definitely uh, close to you there into the pit lane. Were you worried at any point there from Kurt?
Yeah, I mean it was there was no catching Dominic. He was definitely like half a second quicker in testing, but the tire pressures were incorrect. So what happened? Even though I could have gone longer, the tire started to overheat, so I had to pit, and I forgot to change the tire pressure. So when I made the pit stop, well, the first pit stop, I saw Court, and it kind of threw me off, and I missed my I missed my braking point, so I had to reverse back into the pit. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, we saw you when you did miss that. A lot of guys actually did that in this race, but yeah, we did see you lose that position, not position, but lost your bearings there. And
Yeah.
now, yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, I mean it was a good race. I had a lot of fun with Kurt. I think that he was definitely putting the pressure because I think he saw I was struggling on the tires to get it heated up, and then yeah, I was really sad with the back marker. But I'm not sure who tapped me at the beginning. So I had some damage on the rear wing. I think it was Oswin, or I thought it was Kurt actually, but I think maybe it was Oswin. But yeah, great race.
Yeah, definitely, man. As we move on now to a man that seems untouchable here today at Watkins Glen, it's Dominic Charles. Dominic, throughout the week we've seen you putting on the fastest times here on the server, and even though Kurt Moss and John Green were seemingly quite close to you, they were no match for you today. Talk us through that strategy, man, and this race. How did you hold up?
Well, I knew I had them on the quality piece, so the goal was to just get ahead and avoid the pack at all costs. So it worked out because I knew I couldn't really fight with anyone because my setup isn't the best and the car was a little sketchy, but at least I got away, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Oh, the car was sketchy. Is that really something that you had to worry about?
Yeah, well, so I like a relatively sketchy car. The only problem was I made some last minute changes that I thought would help with stability in the race. They actually did the opposite.
Wow.
So, yeah, but I mean, I was still somewhat on pace there, so it all worked out in the end.
Most definitely. And so we've got our championship here coming up next weekend. Are you going to be in that one?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream here now. But just briefly, I'm going to talk to the viewers there concerning our championship next weekend, as well as you guys will stick around to our Discord to know of that championship as well in the coming days. Um, Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us tonight. See you in the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to you now. Come on. This was a good one, wasn't it? It might be a little too long for the faint of heart, I should say. But you got to remember that for these guys, they actually want more races when they get on track. It's either we do 2 races in one night or we do one long one with a mandatory pit stop. And you know what? That's actually what we're gunning for in the coming championship. We're going to do a 45-minute stint, race, that is, with the mandatory pit stop there in the championship. It's going to be different. It's going to be that. It's going to have a fixed setup, mechanical setup. You cannot touch these cars, right? You cannot touch these cars. You cannot touch these cars. Let me bring that to you again. Okay, maybe the only thing you can touch is your tires, of course, that you need to change, and your fuel. That's about it. Everything else will be locked, so everyone's on an even playing field, as even as possible as it can get. So those times that you saw there from Dominic Charles might not be possible. All right, so you're gonna have guys, especially Kurt Moss there and John Green, much closer to the Trinidadian than he'd probably like. So I look forward to that one there. So I want to announce to you guys now. We're gonna get this posted as well for the for the extended viewership. What you need, what we will be doing here for the following championship is introduce the title of, drum roll please, Caribbean Sim Racing Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Caribbean Sim Racing organization is going to take it upon themselves to take sim racing in the Caribbean another step further. We're going to introduce the Caribbean Sim Racing Champion as the title that one will hold throughout the entire year. You not only get to hold that title, but you're actually going to hold in your hand physically. I was hoping for a 4 feet tall trophy, but logistically that's not going to be possible. Instead, that person is going to win a reasonably sized trophy to hold in their possession for that year that they would have won it. No, it's going to be multiple trophies at that. Probably not the same one over and over again. We're going to try as best as possible to get the same one over and over again, especially with the tags on them to signify who has won what year, sort of like what they do in Formula One. But yeah, that title is now going to be brought to the Caribbean by Caribbean Sim Racing Organization. Every year, someone's going to get to earn that title by participating in our championship events. All right, let me go that again. Every year, someone's going to have that opportunity at that title by participating in every championship event that we deem so, right? So it might just be one-off championship event that we might want to do with, let's say, for instance, Formula Cars, and we don't include it in the Caribbean Sim Racing Champion title, or it's something that, you know, a championship that has that title attached to it. You will be informed before every championship of that procedure, or of that indication, rather, that is available to them. Now, that being said, the person earns points within the race, the same format of points that they would earn in the race towards that title, right? So, and it's obviously going to be available up to position 10. Obviously, if you're out of that position 10, you will not earn points for that title. So every championship within the entire calendar year here at CSRO, you're going to have an opportunity to earn points towards that title. All right, so that's coming up here at CSRO. Who will be the first person to take home that coveted title here in the Caribbean? Who will be the first person to own a piece of that title here at Caribbean Sim Racing Organization and the Caribbean at large? This is open definitely just to Caribbean persons, people born within the Caribbean. What sense does it make someone from outside comes and earns that title? They're not even from the Caribbean or born within the Caribbean. All right, especially given the fact that there are aliens out there. We're now getting into sim racing here in the Caribbean officially, I might add, and you know, we're definitely not up to speed with some of these guys. So yeah, they do come with requirements, this title, but definitely gonna have to see how this plays out now with the guys here. I'm gonna expect that that grid to be much larger in our coming races, and it should be exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all I got for you. That's the huge announcement I've had here for the past couple of weeks for you guys. Look forward to more information there on our social media outlets there on Instagram. Go ahead, look for us. It's Caribbean Sim Racing _ORG for organization. And yeah, stay tuned to those channels. Make sure to like, subscribe to us here on this video, like that video here, and make sure to hit that notification bell to be informed every time we go live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure here hosting this event for you. My name is Stefan. See you in the next one.
if I feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you, I just wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna fear you tonight. You don't wanna know me, you just wanna make sure you're right. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? Got me. Got me. Can I feel you? I don't wanna call you, I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I could become the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight. Got me. Got me. Yeah, my got me, got me. Can I hear you? Got me. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you, you don't wanna know if I feel alright.